Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome back to our channel once again. There is one thing which I've been saying on this platform, and allow me to repeat it once again, that William Ruto is the easiest president to remove from office in 2027 via the ballot. Very easy. But the question has always been one: who can remove William Ruto from office? Because right now, Raila Odinga is working with William Ruto. The only person left on the other side, in my view, is Kalonzo Musyoka. But can Kalonzo Musyoka remove William Ruto from office in 2027? I doubt. But Kalonzo Musyoka today declared William Ruto a one-term president. In this video, I want us to do a critical analysis about Kalonzo Musyoka's declaration that William Ruto is going to be a one-term president, just like Joe Biden was defeated by Donald Trump in the US, and the former Botswana president, Masisi, was also defeated by the opposition leadership.
Ukiwa Senegal. Now, as we speak here, tuko na azimio la umoja, one Kenya. Party leader wetu ni president amestaafu Uhuru Kenyatta. Party leader, party chairman Uhuru Kenyatta. Party leader ni Raila Odinga. Hivi tunavyozungumza, mimi hata sina cheo kwa azimio la umoja, lakini nimeshikilia wenzangu angalau tudhibiti nchi siende mbaya. Kwa hivyo mimi sitaenda njia ya rafiki zangu hao. Hata kama tutabaki wachache namna gani, hao ndio tutakomboa Kenya hii. Nao rafiki yangu mmoja ameshaguliwa president wa Botswana, ameanzisha coalition inaitwa Umbrella. Kwanza Umbrella ndio symbol ya wiper. Amechaguliwa. Trump amechaguliwa kwa sababu kusema ataongeza ushuru. Botswana high cost of living, akachaguliwa kwa kura nyingi. Hata yule alikuwa anataka awamu ya pili kama Ruto alipata viti 5 peke yake. This was last week. Kwa hivyo hiyo hewa ya chini, watu wetu wa Western Kenya hii ingo, watu wa Malembe na Wasii, tushikamane na tusiwe tunasema tu juu ya kikundi hiki ama kikundi kile. Let us now, the church has also learned this lesson.
Can William Ruto be defeated in 2027 by Kalonzo Musyoka? Before we get into all those details, in case you're watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, allow me to dive in. But again, before I dive in, allow me to also take this opportunity to thank the following people you are seeing there for the coffee they sent to me earlier today. It goes a long way in supporting this channel. You can also do the same using the numbers you are seeing on your screen. Ladies and gentlemen, let us dive in. Kalonzo Musyoka today led, I don't know whether to call them Azimio brigades, to Vihiga County for the burial of the father to the former Speaker of the National Assembly, Kenneth Otiato Marende. That event was also attended by Raila Odinga's brigades, led by Wycliffe Ambetsa Oparanya and the deputy party leader of ODM party, the Vihiga Senator Godfrey Otsosi. And Kalonzo Musyoka made the declaration. The question is, who can make William Ruto a one-term president in the Republic of Kenya? That is one question which Kalonzo Musyoka has failed to explain to Kenyans. And none other than the Saboti Member of Parliament, Caleb Amisi, responded to Kalonzo Musyoka right there.
Sasa nikisikia watu kusema kutoa serikali, bwana, tusemane ukweli bwana. You know we are young people, we don't want to lie to our community at this early stage. Hii uongo tumeisikia miaka mingi. Our young generation, we don't want to follow the same footsteps the old people have taken us through. Mtu nasimama hapa, nitoboe nisoboe. Niwaambie kitu moja. Ni ukweli, hata mimi ni mmoja wao nilisimama juzi nikasema nikipewa motion ya kutoa Ruto nitatoa. Ni ukweli watu hawapendi Ruto, lakini hao watu ambao wanatembea hapa wameongozwa na Kalonzo, ndio wanaweza toa Ruto kwa kiti. Tusemane ukweli bwana, let's be serious. Ndio watatoa Ruto kwa kiti hawa. It is true watu hawapendi hiyo jamaa, lakini ati hawa bwana, korekezi mpaka bwana, korekezi mpaka. Nitoboe nisoboe, korekezi mpaka. Mchana usiku danganya watu, mchana hapana, sio kale bwamizi, danganya wengine. Huyu mtu anaitwa Waititu, hata kama mlima imeteremka, Waititu ndiye atakayeka Kalonzo kwa mlima. Waititu, who is working? Hati yake anapandisha watu kwa mlima. Bwana, if you want Kalonzo to be president, mwambie atoe meno nje bwana. Atoe meno tuione. Aume watu meno bwana. Aume, hata kama anaogopa achukue mawe arushe kwa police station, ashikwe mara moja aende ndani. Lakini kutembea kwa matanga tutakuwa kwa rais wa Kenya, ndugu yangu. Hata Donald Trump ako na kesi ngapi kwa mahakama? Hata ule rais wa Botswana ako na makesi ngapi? Anatoka jela akienda kuwa rais. Ule rais wa Senegal alitoka jela akaenda kuwa rais. People want to see a person who can sacrifice on their behalf.
That's Caleb Amisi. And Caleb Amisi is actually raising very legitimate questions, some of which I want to talk about in this particular video. Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you this question. It's easy to remove William Ruto from office. And just like Caleb Amisi is putting it, William Ruto is currently very unpopular. But who can remove him from office? Is the opposition organized well enough to remove William Ruto from office in 2027? Personally, I doubt that. Which begs the following answers. For me, I doubt that. And therefore, I want Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, or his handlers for that matter, because I know Kalonzo Musyoka is a religious follower of this channel. His team members are also religious followers of this channel. I want them to respond to the questions which I want to pose. The first question which I want to pose to Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka: can Azimio la Umoja One Kenya Alliance, I don't know the name of the new group, remove William Ruto from office? Are they well organized? Because Kalonzo has assumed the leadership of the new group, which is okay, because any group must have leadership. Is Kalonzo Musyoka and the team convinced that their formation, the formation of Kalonzo, the formation of Eugene Wamalwa, the formation of Waititu, the formation of Jeremiah Kioni, can they remove William Ruto from office? If they can answer that question, then Kenyans will take them seriously. Because so far, there are so many Kenyans like myself who are sympathetic to Kalonzo Musyoka. But we don't think he's doing much. That's the first question for Kalonzo. The second question, which I'd really want Kalonzo Musyoka or his handlers to answer, is what is their rallying call? What is their catchphrase? What is their message for Kenyans? What are they rallying Kenyans about? Because Kalonzo in his speech was very clear that Donald Trump had a clear message, that the Botswanan president had a clear message. What can Kalonzo Musyoka use to rally Kenyans? What is their Azimio? I don't want to call it any other name, because Kalonzo was also very clear there that Azimio chairman is Uhuru, their leader is Raila. So the question is, what is their rallying call? Which begs the question, what is Kalonzo Musyoka's communication strategy? I listened to Kalonzo Musyoka's speech today very attentively. He had the points, clear points, all touching on almost all issues, from the health insurance, from the abductions, from the cost of living. He talked of so many good things. But the delivery. So the good news is that he's trying to improve on communication, but he needs to work on delivery. Which means by the time Kalonzo Musyoka is ending his speech, Kenyans should be able to get the rallying call. Because without a rallying call, they will not be able to rally Kenyans around an issue. Very, very important. For example, William Ruto used hustlers in the last election. The third question which I'd really want to be answered also is, what is their winning formula? What is their strategy of winning? Because we all know and we agree that in Kenya, elections don't necessarily count. You can go to the polls, you win, you are not declared, things will move on. What is their strategy of making sure that in 2027, their votes will count? What about the winning formation? When you talk of the winning formation, it means the presidential candidate. Will the presidential candidate be a person who can bring numbers? Of course, Kalonzo will bring the Kamba votes. The Kikuyus are unhappy with the Ruto. They can easily be whipped to that side. Can Kalonzo Musyoka as a presidential candidate raise enough funds? Because 2027 presidential election is going to be the most expensive election in the history of Kenya. Will Kalonzo Musyoka be able to bring the money? What about the running mate? You see, like William Ruto picked Rigathi Gachagua in 2022 because he wanted someone who was going to deal with Uhuru Kenyatta. He did it. For Kalonzo Musyoka, he must get someone who will either help him secure the Nyanza votes, secure the Luya votes, or and the coastal region. Basically, someone who will help him win the support of ODM. I doubt if Omalwa, who is going to be his running mate, will be able to do that. I doubt. And that's why the formation is not really for me. Cannot. Babu Owino is good for Kalonzo. And of course, there's even a video I did why Kalonzo must look for either Sifuna or Babu Owino as his running mate, to be sure. But Omalwa, I'm yet to be convinced. Maybe someone will convince me. But so far, let me ask you, if you are Kalonzo Musyoka, maybe I want to read in the comment. If you are Kalonzo Musyoka and you have Eugene Omalwa, you have Babu Owino and Edwin Sifuna, and you are asked to pick one of them as your running mate, who do you pick? Okay, let's add Ndindi Nyoro to the group. So you have those four: Ndindi, Babu, Sifuna, and Omalwa. Who do you pick? So the winning formation or the winning formula, for me, it's not yet tightened enough. Now, my fourth question to Kalonzo, and maybe his handlers, or maybe in general, let us just discuss it. What value do you think Ferdinand Waititu or Jeremiah Kioni are bringing to the table? We know politics is a game of numbers, perceptual or real. Waititu, Kioni, joining Kalonzo Musyoka brings that perceptual value. But don't you think Kalonzo needs to get proper people to his side? If I were Kalonzo Musyoka, I would look for someone like, say, from the mountain. Peter Kenneth might not bring the numbers, but it can bring that perception. Mwangi Wairia, for example. Jeremiah Kioni, I doubt. Yeah, so maybe if for Waititu I think is bringing some value to Kalonzo because he's able to really dissect William Ruto into pieces in the mountain. But at the national level, I'm not so sure. And importantly, what strategies do they have for Raila Odinga supporters? You know, Raila Odinga has supporters and he has followers. Followers will go with him, automatic. Supporters are there now. They're not happy that Raila is working with Ruto. The other day, I saw one of Kalonzo Musyoka foot soldiers, who is a former nominated MCA on Wiper, Mbola Mutola, really attacking Raila Odinga. And I asked her, how that is adding value to Kalonzo Musyoka. She told me Kalonzo is going to be the president, whether we like it or not, with Raila or without Raila. I laughed at her. Why? Because politics is a persuasive game. You need to persuade people to your side. There are so many Raila Odinga supporters, including on this channel. I know one of my friends here, Sarah. I keep on mentioning her name. Very bitter with Raila Odinga today. This is a person who invested heavily on Raila Odinga. How do you convince someone like Sarah to support Kalonzo? Because she's here to tell me whether Kalonzo is the right candidate. Lastly, which is very important, what strategies do they have for the agencies? Or is Kalonzo Musyoka assuming that the agencies will automatically support him? Let me put it to Kalonzo Musyoka, that is not part of the equation for the agencies, if he doesn't know. The agencies have Omtata in mind, maybe Morara in mind, and to some extent, Fred Matiang'i, not him. And again, agencies can actually help him win the presidency. But what strategies for the agencies? In Vihiga, I saw Kalonzo Musyoka introduce agency, which is a good move. But who is he? Ladies and gentlemen, until next time, this is Makwiny. Let us interact in the comment section. And if you watch the video up to this stage, just know from the bottom of my heart, I don't take it for granted. Thank you, and may you have a good day. Bye-bye.